Juan can paint a room in 9 hours. With the help of Vanessa, they can paint the same room together in 5 hours. How long would it take Vanessa to paint the room alone? Be sure to include the correct units in with your answer. So if we know Juan can paint a room in 9 hours, we can represent that here. So there's Juan's work. With the help of Vanessa, they can paint the same room in 5 hours. So if he has Vanessa's help, which we'll represent with 1 over V, together they can do it in 5 hours. How long would it take Vanessa to paint the room alone? Be sure to include the correct units with your answer. Okay, so we have 9, V, and 5 in the denominator. We need to multiply by the LCD here. So 9 and 5, since they don't have common factors, our LCD will just be 45 for them, and then V. So we'll multiply each one by 45V, or we can even say 9 times 5V. Here I'll just put 45V, because it's the same thing, right? But it just makes it easier to cancel. So 9s will cancel there. I'm left with just 5V times 1, or 5V, plus the V cancels on that one, so 45 equals the 5 cancels on that one, and we're just left with 9V. So once we've got it to this point, we need to get our V's on the same side, so minus 5V from each side. We'll get 45 equals 4V. Divide by 4, so we get 45 fourths. So V equals 45 fourths hours. On this one, I would recommend putting it either as a mixed number or a decimal. You know, look up here and see what instructions you're given, but if you're not given instructions, I would write it in one of those forms just because I feel like it makes a little more sense with the problem. So 45 fourths we could simplify to 11 1/4 hours, which is equivalent, but it makes a little more sense. And if we think about that, if Juan can do it in 9, it takes her a little more than 9. So the average, basically, that the time they do it together is kind of in the middle between 9 and 11 1/4. So I think that seems about right. Just make sure when you're setting these up, read carefully and make sure you look what the question is asking.